I'm live again. But the focus. Yeah. Here you go, bring it down so you can see it. So today we got the safo fortune. And that's up.
So that's currently live. And how do people find it?
They just got to find our YouTube. I'll put a link on hafo.safo.com.
hafo.safo.com.
Well, that's another fortune teller. But the actual verbal fortune, I'll run one for you real quick and see what it says for today. Fortune telling seems to be the most lovable thing about the signs. Let's see what fortune. Here we go.
In the depths of your soul lies a profound yearning for inner peace. Embrace your spiritual journey with open arms, for it will bring you the wisdom and solace you seek. Find tranquility within and watch as the universe aligns to grant you the harmony you so deserve.
That's our actual word by a daily fortune, full fortune, a little more.
So, and where is this text being pulled from?
This is let's see what this is. Here we go.
In the depths of your soul lies a profound yearning for inner peace. Embrace your spiritual journey with open arms, for it will bring you the wisdom and solace you seek. Find tranquility within and watch as the universe aligns to grant you the harmony you so
Well, that
deserve.
comes from our oracle. We have an oracle set up that provides different. Let's see where I got that at now. Oracle, it wasn't working the other night. Oracle.iq.net. So we do have a fortune telling system.
In the coming years, you will embark on an exciting journey of self-discovery. Embrace new opportunities as they hold the key to your personal growth. Trust your instincts and confidently pursue your passions. You have the potential to reach remarkable milestones in the next.
So then we port them through these things.
In the coming years, you will embark on an exciting journey of self-discovery. Embrace new.
Send on the server, so sometimes we have glitches, ChatGPT.
In the depths of your soul, you will embark on a wondrous spiritual journey. Seek inner peace and stillness. It's the key to unlocking your greatest
Remember the
wisdom.
last word. They also send me after a while.
So you just have the script running, ChatGPT is generating.
Yes.
Okay, there's something.
Trust in the journey ahead. Yeah. It changes. I got a Trump version too. Let's see if Trump's comes up. But in this case, I have to port them through to the feed. And again, let's see. Let's just go to Trump Cabo.
Is this your website?
Yeah. Trump.
Ladies, and let me tell you a fortune about your health. As I stand here before you, I see a future filled with strength and vitality. Your physical well-being will soar to new heights as you embrace a lifestyle of exercise and balanced nutrition. However, it is crucial to remain vigilant and address any potential concerns proactively. Together we can conquer any health challenge and achieve greatness.
So what was why you're making this? Just for fun?
Well, it's along the lines of the fortune telling. I think the idea that these things, like the sign, are spiritual. I mean, in a sense, as much as anything else in LA. So, you know what I mean? It's like sort of that's the essence of something different. And I think that the idea of giving people something back with the sign, or just with fortunes in general. But the fee is pulled me into the fortune business.
The feet are holding you to the Okay, let's take a few step backs. Few step backs. And in a few sentences, who are you, where are we, and what are these things like?
My name is Bill Wyatt. I'm the owner of EK, assuming I don't owe you money. And we're at EK Trading Post, which is a gift t-shirt store over in Los Feliz, LA.
What are these things behind you?
These are the happy foot, sad foot signs that came into my possession a few years back from Silver Lake. They used to be a spinning sign, sort of the most loved sign in LA, I think. What they're called happy foot, sad foot sign.
And why you save these signs? Why?
Well, at this point, it's sort of like having an artifact in the store. I can't, say saved it, but realistically, I just happened to stumble upon it at the right time. Just in context, I think it's representative of this East Hollywood sort of area, and there was a sign that was over in Silver Lake that used to spin and had a lot of character and added character to the area. But yeah, I mean, I was just working with the people to try to make it a historical thing, and it's the most important thing on earth at the time was these signs because potentially they were going to be brought down. I just happened to go upon them, but it's just a very, what do you call it, kind of an artifact of that part of the area or this part of town.
There were just some young people in here, and in all likelihood, they never saw these signs in their original position. What do you think that they've lost by not seeing them now?
Well, they can actually, it's been in a Teen Titans episode, so they might actually know it. I've had little kids come in here that wanted to see the sign because they saw it on TV. But, I mean, they haven't lost nothing. I'm sure there's something else in this place. So, people tell them the story and they get to see it, maybe, but there's different things to replace whatever was there in the past.
Okay, so nothing lost.
I don't think, I mean, they, maybe they accidentally stumbled upon it, but, I don't know. I don't know that they lost anything. There's something else that replaces it, like these days, I think, like with I'm getting way more information through the internet now than I ever got. I might not look up when I go down the street anymore. So it's hard to say if missing anything just because of that. Missing things is not necessarily just because of that.
You want to make close to the relationship?
Yeah, you got to roll with the changes, right? I mean, I'm not going to. I don't think things got to stay the way they were. I like staying here, but I know I got a limited time too, But yes, I don't see a lot of. I mean, it's characteristic of the neighborhood, but it's not like it took anything from it. Oh, except for the fact that people can't find their way around now. The kids that used to walk home that way don't know where to turn left. Other people can't give directions in the same way. So I've heard that they're going to have to put a roundabout there because there's just people that are confused on that particular intersection where the sign was. That would be the only problem.
And take me through a few. How did you, like, the day you get this sign? What happened?
Well, we were working to try to make the sign a historical, whatever that would be.
While it was still standing.
While it was still there. And apparently, whatever the
historical cultural monument.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't understand why the mayor didn't get involved, the president, the governor. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Bill?
Yes.
Ian?
Hey, Ian, nice to meet you, buddy.
You as well. Appreciate that. I wanted to just come in and say thank
Looks like
you.
your crew's disappearing.
Pretty much. We'll
So
have
did they come in for their shirts or what?
I let them all know and trickling in a little later.
Okay, cool.
They're all bouncing all over the place. I was at boss
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
maybe
Yeah, just take your time.
I let my guys know, just my initial location people. Nobody's grabbing them, so, if they could, maybe they'll swing by, maybe not, I don't
Yeah,
wanna.
they can drop your name later in the future. Everybody's busy. You guys got jobs.
Yeah, they're all kind of close by, but my boss is, wrote to my boss's wife,
Yeah,
but
no problem. What are you gonna do?
I think she likes P22. This one has been the, kind of the,
Yeah, you got the one that my daughter did the words on the top.
this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I really liked, and I picked up one for my lady.
Griffith is very similar to Grateful Dead, right?
Yeah, the similar kind of look to it and everything.
But yeah, that's an old one there. What size is she?
She's a medium.
Get her a cougar one. But this is more of a joke on
Yeah, I don't know. If
middle-aged women.
she's middle aged, roughly. I think for my wife.
Well, that would be really fun.
My boss's wife. I don't know. Maybe not coming from me so much, but
You all get in trouble.
I think I might.
Hey, did those forms come through okay? I didn't, I know, I filled them out digitally, but if there's a problem, let me know.
Yeah, I think. I don't think there was any issue. I'll talk to Julie and just make sure that's kind of all
All right, here's your bag for you.
on the up and up.
But yeah, I hope you and the crew get some shirts, man.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I
but-
saw, I think Ray Romano, was he in the shoot?
yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
No, he was here last night.
Yeah, I saw him somewhere.
He came in.
Yeah, but we were playing a Trump portrait at that moment, and I realized. Because you know those guys, so let's see. This was playing.
Ladies, and
He was in
let
there.
me tell you
Yeah.
a fortune about your health as I stand here
But he
before.
just kind of stumbled in and he looked around.
Yeah, he was just probably taking a break and,
Oh, that's not. Did you say hello or anything, or you just?
No. I was talking to somebody anyway, but I did. We've all aged a bit, and I go, I always love the guy, but I don't usually point.
Yeah, no.
For that reason here.
Try to stay.
And secondly, I'm never even sure, I don't fucking remember anybody's name.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, like, is that even his real name?
I don't know. The stage name is pretty.
So, yeah, I try to, by the time I realize somebody's here, the
Other actors on set anyway. I'm usually running around with
Yeah.
whatever's going on. Glad you guys like it.
Did these signs mean anything to you?
No,
How long have you lived in Los Angeles?
my whole life.
Okay. What about driving down Sunset Boulevard, approaching Silver Lake? Nothing.
I mean, I actually lived in Silver Lake when I was a kid. It was a little less gentrified than it was
Sure.
now. But I was so young at the time.
So these signs were on the corner of Sunset and Benton Way, and they spun. They spun, and if you drove past and the foot was happy, then you were gonna have a good day. If you drove past and the foot was sad, then you were gonna have a good day.
That does bring somewhat of, like I said, we actually, my mom and I, when she, at one point we lived in a hotel and stuff. You know where Toy is, that Thai restaurant? It's like you're looking down, a little motel there. So we just drive down Sunset
Okay.
a bit, and then we moved. So west
So
side.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm just chatting with Bill because he saved these signs. From
Well,
these
people
originals.
A lot of people think that, everybody knows about it, but not
Well,
necessarily.
for me, it's like Angeline.
Yeah.
Sure. If you're not from here, nobody's sure. If you haven't been here long enough, I actually worked on that TV show, Angeline.
Did you?
And so some of my friends live out in, Texas and whatnot. I'm like, I'm going to show on Angeline. It's great. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, why would they? know
Especially
this?
now.
Yeah, it's not on billboards anymore. And I remember, my went to something with my dad had a studio kind of up in my one kind of area. And I remember we were hanging out there outside. He was about the size of this. I think no bigger than this for sure, but she was painted on the side of a brick building that I just remember. She parked outside my house once, and my mom was like, outside. Oh my God, that's Angeline. So it's one of those, especially people who move in now, next to no idea who she is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
Angeline, who's that? It's an awesome cool story. I didn't even know it was here until, obviously we stepped to say hello and I showed Anthony around my placement who was here. He loved it. Everything was in here like crazy. And my dad did a little bit of this stuff. He had like stick on. He would make little vinyls or whatever, and then like print out and then kind of stick on. And I guess in college, he took a screen printing class and he loved it. So that was something he kind of dabbled in for a little bit. It was a fun little thing.
It's a little craft.
But they're not as well made as these. These are like the real deal. I got with my lady, she lives in K-Town, I almost grabbed her to K-Town, but I got her the Bad Kitty one, so it's cool. Yeah. Is that one an original design? The Bad Kitty?
Yeah. I did that one.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's
she was
awesome.
hanging out here one day, and we had a sticker. It was a dog. It was actually a PETA thing.
Oh, really?
The dog wasn't no kill.
Yeah.
And she interpreted it as it was a bad dog. And she did a Bad Kitty drawing.
That's awesome.
No,
No,
that's been around since then.
yeah,
She only made $20 from it.
Hey, well,
You know?
come on.
She
How
wants
was
a commission. I'm like saying, hey, you signed.
she? Some paper.
Yeah.
That's what you get. But no, we're back here filming at the Dresden. Cool. I'll come.
Saw some of the backstage lunch was great. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys like
Yeah,
it.
I'll let you know once you get the payment in.
Yeah, and again, if you haven't heard anything or nothing's moving, I'll check with Julie today.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I did the paperwork right, because we'll be checking all the
She'll
boxes.
usually tell you. Julie's really good about, if she hasn't heard anything, that means it's already in. And did you do? Okay, then it'll
But I
just.
might have clicked the wrong button, I just don't know. No worries, thank you.
I'll hit you up, and then you should get an email when, because I've been paid that once, and it'll say, you got to go to cash aid, payment coming, so you'll know the day before, whatever it is. All right, buddy, thanks, guys, I appreciate it. Have a good one.
See ya. Yeah, and I don't really refer to started saving it, because it's like, well, you did it, yeah. I mean, it's still kind of, later.
Okay, well, let's say if you didn't step in, where would it be?
I'm not saying that's faithful. The idea that, yes, I was able to interview, but I mean, I'm just saying, I kind of don't see it. I mean, I'm lucky. That's how I see it. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? I got to be a part of it. I got to do things like that. So it's kind of fun.
You had to run a U-Haul.
Of course, I was in a fucking 40-foot trailer if I had to. But yes, that was, all fun and game, all fun to me. But yes, it was great to be able to be a part of it.
I'm just saying you had to take extra steps out of your day to get this on.
But I was hungry, I was going to drop a cow, sandwich, just happened to be. But yes, if I'd been 2 hours early, we don't know where it is. We were working on trying to keep the sign there. We had gotten word through the committee. They could not save it as a historical thing because it's just a piece of plastic. And therefore, the word was volunteering to help pay for it. We had to transport it. And I was already making t-shirts for it. So I'd already been sort of making money from the sign along the way. And, but then somebody sent me, because I asked how big it was, what the possibility would be that I might be able to get it. And, there wasn't like a huge negative tryout that I couldn't. So I got the dimension and said 8 by 12. And I had been marking that thing off before, and it didn't look like 8 by 12. So I measured my door. I can't possibly get that in here. I didn't know well. So I went by there that day to just kind of check the dimensions.
And it is 8 by 12?
Yeah, it's 8 by 12, which, is, that was the fun part, was trying to, once we got it in a U-Haul, I was driving around with it and I showed it to people, and then I started worrying, this thing could melt. This thing could dissolve in here, or sign engines could find it now that I've showed it to so many people, because I'd raise the back door and go, hey, look at this, look what I got in here. It was like that, what do you call it? A mummy from Egypt or something. So the trick was to figure out how to get it in here within a few days.
So how did you get it in?
Well, that's another good little story. I got warned by everybody, you can't take the door apart. You have to get it back in, right? And I tried to get a door guy, I couldn't get a door guy. So I had a vision at night in my dream of like a temple of the feet. And the feet was like a cutout archway that you would walk under, like a happy foot or a sad foot. So as I thought about that, I go, wow, that would be great. Because then you could bring it in. And, but I realized technically that's not going to happen. So I ended up taking the door and clamping it and taking it apart, right? And then cutting a slice out right here. So it's like a toaster. And then you could bring it in like 2 pieces of toast. And then I reassembled the door, and it's working pretty fine. Yeah.
So you,
Sort of, I cut out a slice so you can bring it in like a toaster, because then I didn't have to break the window. And then I reassembled it, and it's working. Whoop. Sometimes it works. But yeah, I couldn't get a door guide. They want to give you a whole new door. So I clamped it and clamped it and clamped it and clamped it, and boom, got it in.
so your passion for this sign is so great that you permanently damaged your own door.
I would have broke the window. If there was no way to get it in. Of course, we luckily had the exact amount of wall space too. So, because originally we didn't know what are we going to do. Are we going to put one side here and one side there, or at the front of the store or the back of the store? It wouldn't fit up here in the middle. There's no way to make it spin. So we go, well, why not right here? And it happened to have just enough square footage that it's, right there. And still people don't notice it.
Can you describe this guy to me? Quickly?
He's a sad foot. I think he's the first foot. And we put him first, I think, so that it kind of then goes to the happy as you enter the store, if you're looking for it. But it's just, sickly, I think, clip art cartoon from 60s or 70s. And we don't know the real history, but the sign may have originally been sad feet spinning. And then in the 90s, it was updated to this guy because the kid of the foot doctor drew this foot. So you see some distinct artistic differences between it. This one, the happy foot, is modeled on Marvin the Martian.
And you've spoken with the son who did this drawing?
Yeah, he came in here one afternoon. I think his girlfriend was bringing him by, and and that's the thing. He said, wow, I did that when I was 12, right? And his father was a foot doctor at the time, a Dr. Rosen, I believe. And I'm going, 12? But you're like 40, right? So that means, if I calculate the years, that would have been the 90s, thereabout, right? And I'm going, but I thought the sign was older. So I think it was updated in the 90s, and that's when the prior sign had deteriorated. And so that's when I think the happy foot came into occurrence.
Do you know where they're manufactured?
I don't know, but from talking to people, you can only get something like this made in Texas now. It's just big, it's raised. I mean, if you look at the cuts, I think this was cut by X-Acto and then pressed in like a vacuum form. So it'd probably be a $20,000 sign if you had to have it made.
Do you know when the sign was first erected?
I think in the 80s. So that's why I'm thinking the original sign, because some older families have said, this was white. So I think it was originally in the 80s, and it might have had a whole white background. And then because of deterioration, they may have updated it. But facts on that. Dr. Rosen might still be around. He could maybe answer that. But very few pictures, of the early sign to let us know. But I think somewhere in the early 90s it was updated.
And how long have you been making Happy Foot, Sad Foot t-shirts?
They were something the customers requested over the years when we were doing neighborhood shirts. And I resisted doing it for a long time because I didn't want to print it front and back. Right? So I'm going to say probably around 2005, maybe 2010, I probably started making them, but I resisted doing it because customers asked for it for a long time. But I always thought I had to do it front and back. And since I don't usually print on the back, I resisted doing it. But then one day, just print them both on the same side. And I'm like, okay, we can do that. So it took probably 4 or 5 years before I even printed it after people were asking for it. So I just kind of, so I'd say 2008 to 2010 maybe at the latest. So that's about, 14 years?
So I'm just going to have a little bit of noise from your t-shirt.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. We've been chatting for a while. Let's do just quick. What is this sign called, and where was it when you saved it?
The sign is called Happy Foot, Sad Foot, and for short, they call it hafo. And it was over in on Sunset at the border between Silver Lake and Echo Park, right? And at Benton and Sunset. And pretty much, it was on the corner there. It was a good indicator of where you were.
And a good indication of what the future might hold.
Yes, I think that story might have even increased. When I lived on Benton, it seems like everybody on earth has lived in that intersection, in that area at some point on their entrance or way into it. I lived on Benton with my kids, so every morning when we get up, we drive up the little hill there, coming up towards the sign, and we'd see Happy Foot. We just yell Happy Foot, and then when it rotate around, we go, oh, Sad Foot. So it wasn't a fortune teller; it was more of just a whimsical sing-song thing for us, sort of like Wheels on the Bus type of thing. So yeah, I think the fortune telling thing is almost as big now as, everybody sees it differently, but yes, that's a good function for it.
And 2 months ago, you started doing something. What's that?
Well, I still play with having the actual sign here is sort of a huge honor because it's an artifact in my opinion. I mean, there's like 3 signs that I classify for LA besides Chicken Man in Highland Park is, there's a Hollywood sign, which is the most known. Then there's the Randy's Donut, which is the most popular because of its character. And then there's this one that is the most loved. So it has a lot of, people actually love this sign. They don't just look at it and go, that marks where I was. They actually love this thing. So I made a fortune telling or a live cam so that people can actually see the sign, from wherever they are. And so we have live cam up here. I mean, basically, and each day we rotate it to a different sign, depending upon what I'm feeling. Or sometimes I'll let people spin the wheel and decide. That's the other way to figure out what it is today. I'll bring the wheel out. Where did the wheel go? So on the weekends when I work, I usually sometimes let the first customer spin the wheel and determine which fortune they get. So, this guy want to come in and what? People are so shy. Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Thank you.
It's Happy Foot.
Happy Foot. I got to change the camera. So that's one way of determining what it is, but eventually we'll just have it automated.
And you started doing that when? When did the live stream start?
A couple months ago. So what month is this? Probably January.
And what was the impetus?
Well, the idea is to show the real sign that it's still there, that it has a home, that it is just a real sign. It's not just an animation of the sign.
So if people miss the guidance they once received driving down Sunset Boulevard, you've been able to recreate it.
Yes, because I think that's sort of the funnest, one of the fun parts about it.
And where do they find it?
Just on YouTube. I'm not even sure. I'll put up a link on hafo.safo.com. Well, right now I'm running the other fortune teller. I just need to update things. But yes, hafo.safo.com.
And anything important I haven't asked you about the sign or your journey saving it?
No, but I do think the funnest thing coming up is that we are converting it to a game, which when you're in the store, you'll be able to play. And over here, so for example, there's some to be converting to Happy Foot, Sad Foot game, wherein the dice are being made so that we can basically have chips.
Wait, hold on.
This is a tortilla chip. And you would be able to bet And when you win, you get a discount.
And that's starting when?
Well, we have the game now, but the Happy Foot, Sad Foot should be in the next month. I just have to reprint the board.
Um,
I think when I put on my casino hat.
ready to deal.
Is that ready to play, man?
This is good. Anything, any thoughts you're trying to finish maybe I kept you off?
I mean, I think there's different angles to it. You know, it's like I think the game's going to be fun. Okay, because I think that'll be, you know, bam, interactive, and I think that's sort of, you know.
Okay, I got one last question. Probably not my last question. But the first night you're going to bed after you've installed the sign here, you know it's safe.
Oh, after I installed it or after getting it in? Okay. Well, I wasn't able to sleep while I had it in the truck. Then I realized, wow, I won't be able to do anything unless I get that thing in here. And once I got it in, I could finally return the truck and, you know, just didn't matter. Nothing mattered at that point. It's sort of like finishing a journey.
Because you felt some type of way or you were...
Well, yeah, I mean, it was like, it was safe, it was secure, because that's really the biggest thing. When I went over there on that afternoon to check on the sign and try to get an idea of the dimensions, I saw the truck about to take it down, and really, I thought it was going to just fall apart. And this one guy would not have been able to bring it down safely. So the first concern was that that's not going to happen. The sign was maybe too fragile. So yes, having it inside, having it secured, and realizing that it's durable enough to, you know, not break on my watch, that was the relief, because it's like, you know, dropping a main base or something, and then all of a sudden, wow, you're the one that broke it. I could be changed for life. I did not want that. I did not want the, what do you call it? Yeah, the curse of defeat on me.
How did he get it down safely? It was just one guy.
Well, there's a video up on Instagram. Convinced me that he could do it. He wasn't letting him do anything until I, you know, they could, because I wasn't allowing him to bring it down.
And this is on your Instagram?
Yeah, I can show you.
Can we see it right there?
Sure. But, you know, between the negotiation with the foot doctor, the owners, and the sign guy, they finally convinced me they could do it. And I watched him until he did. And then once he got hold of it, I kind of saw, okay, yeah, this can work.
Did you buy these or did they give them?
No, I didn't buy them.
So take it.
I got it, yeah. Instagram. But, let's see. Here's mine. It's gonna be pretty far back in this thing, so.
Well, if it's
Can you search by date?
yeah, no, it's kind of a pain, but it's not. I can find it later too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to see it. 2019.
Wow. Yeah, I tell you. There you go. I did that one for Tony.
LA Mag.
Hmm.
The LA.
Yeah, I think he did a podcast somewhere along the way. And
You got burned or something?
you know that the sign was protecting him forward to the helmet. And once it came down, all shit was released on the earth. That wall was 2019, and I kept saying that. No one would believe me. And I was like, then sure enough, look what happened right in that December, January. Boom, we're all shut down for years. A couple of years anyway. So, again, that was just more of the mystery of the sign. You know what I mean? See, there's some of the other churches that used to. Hey, see ya. Some of the early-
I did my meters about to run out anyway. I'll find it on.
Yeah, I can catch it. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's more that I was just happy that I could have a part in that whole scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you stand around, sell t-shirts, do stuff, you know, what do you call them? You call it action. So I don't think, but yes, I think having it and getting it in, I was great. Didn't get destroyed. Because I mean, look at the jinx. Sure. Right? Like we're gonna be blind forever. Like you realize, wow, the responsibility that goes with that, right?
I haven't read it.
There's COVID. And then someone brought in signs since then. I mean, it'd be fun to have little artifacts, but when you got this one, you don't really. I'm not that worried. Here's the.
Don't worry about it. I'll go through the archive on my desktop.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you got my number, just send me a text. I'll send you the link.
Let me get number.
You can trash. Yeah. You can just do it. Yeah, it's just fun to be a part of it. Just crazy.
Oh, cool.
From my you might be able to see the words that showed up. It says, "See."
It says I'll believe you.
But is it as?
It looks like each.
It could look like that, but I'm telling you, it says Satan. I'll never print the chocolate pudding again, man.
Devil.
Yeah, it is. And that's the other thing, that where the sign works for the store, because this store had a Botanica type of thing as well. You know, it hasn't been like what do you call it? It's not. So that type of thing was prior to me getting here, because they used to have all types of spells and witchcraft stuff, and it was one of the shrines. One day, and so, you know, it has sort of a spiritual, like LA. So we have and that's what you're trying to say. Right? I already made a small version of the sign. That's how I manifested. I made a small version. Up here, in fact, it's everywhere, but it's one of the. This is what I saw when I drove by. A truck parked outside the sign. Because no one knew about it, and we had gotten information that, and then after the negotiation, this is the guy who was taking it down, and there he is, but it looks smaller though already, and that's him bringing it down. Let's see, it should be bigger. So here it is. I think the safo came down first. On top,
you say down here, the end of the world as we know it.
Yes. Because I think that's what it was releasing upon us. That sign was protecting the helmet. But we managed to pull those spirits back in behind the sign where it is now. Oh, yeah, there's an early Instagram version of the fortune teller. That is. So you kind of close your eyes and then open it.
Have you seen my friend's music video of the stars having this after?
Yeah, I think where they're riding in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are picking it up. You're a big fan?
Yeah, there's my,
Pops and
that's cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot my camera real quick, just to tee up.
Now it's sort of in the background. I was a little worried, just sort of like me with the t-shirts, it taking over everything, but
Yeah.
now it's sort of in the background. But I mean, that's kind of the crowds we would get in. That's like young people being enamored by this thing,
That's cool.
especially when it was first put up.
That's cool.
It is kind of neat having it there, but so, it's fun that we move on to other stuff and it has on it. Well, as long as I'm here. All right, cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the hafo safo game because I'm trying to, one, keep the luck element involved, but also provide some entertainment.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That is
Sure.
like, and I think we call it beat the laws against playing craps. Hafo safo.
Okay.
So you can,
I can find my shot.
all right, I'll let you do your thing.
Hey, thank you, Bill. I really appreciate your time.
Let's see if I got your number.
I don't think you did. Let me give it to you. If you don't mind texting me.
And you saw the link, but it's pretty far down in the feed, so I pulled it up. I'll text you.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I can put it. Then you update the most recent iOS. Check this out.
See?
Boom.
Nice.
Okay, so that should. So say share. I'll share. Yeah, I don't know. It's not including my phone number. So let's just edit that. And it's just 562 631 8357.
Perfect. So the text.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, these I even built an NFC for those.
Wow.
So that would go to the fortune.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that's an NFC thing on the iPhone. So see, that's the thing, they've been doing, they were pretty proprietary with the NFC stuff, Apple, so the Google phone. So this technology with the NFC waving like you just did, doesn't always work, but maybe the new update make it work better.
Yeah.
And then they wanted it sort of proprietary for the Apple Pay,
Uh-huh.
but as other companies have become more used to using it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna blab the camera for a moment.
Go for it. No, it's not letting me do that. I'm just gonna-
The Happy Foot, Sad Foot sign. I remember driving down Sunset Boulevard and seeing either the Happy Foot or the Sad Foot, and then knowing my future held that day. Sadly, the sign came down in October of 2019, but luckily, one man took it upon himself to save this giant plastic oracle. Not only save it, but it's now on public view inside of a store, EK, in Los Feliz on Vermont. I stopped by and chatted with Bill to understand the past and see the future. The Happy Foot, Sad Foot sign, and learned about a new live stream he just launched that recreates the future telling powers the sign once held. Okay. We have some iconic sign. We have some iconic signage here in Southern California. Hollywood sign, Randy's Donuts, Happy Foot, Sad Foot sign. Now, if you moved to Los Angeles during the COVID pandemic or after, I'm sad to say you missed it in its original location on Sunset Boulevard. You would drive past and you would know if your day was going to be good, if you saw the Happy Foot, or bad if you saw the Sad Foot, as the sign would spin. Luckily, one man took it upon himself to not only save the sign, but display it publicly. I'm here at EK Trading Post in Los Feliz, and I'm going to chat with Bill, who's the man that saved this sign, and learn about a new live stream that recreates the oracle. Learn about a new live stream that recreates the fortune-telling power of the Happy Foot, Sad Foot sign.
Let me get a picture of you there in front of the sign, because I'm going to send my son and tell him to get to work on that script.
Okay.
He tried to get it. Well, it's not hard. It's when he does work, he does great work. But he's got this fucking. There you go. Cool. You know, responsibility stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Is he a computer programmer?
getting his PhD in economics and
Oh, wow.
math out in Claremont, but he can do programming. That's his, skill.
Wow.
But he doesn't get his degree in it. He's working on. That's what makes him useful. That's why they keep him around. I think.
Sure.
That's what I always said, man. As long as they let you hang out, you stay there as long as you can.
Yeah.
But yes, he does the programming on the side, like these weird projects I got. And every now and then, if I can get him involved, it's great. But we were working on this, and he got sidetracked with getting different cameras for me,
Uh-huh.
like to save a few dollars and stuff versus buying the fancier ones, Because I told him I can do it with just two computers,
Yeah.
and he wants to write it as a script. So now I can get him motivated on that.
Do you have any Happy Foot, Sad? My daughter is 15 months old.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Congratulations.
Thank
Let's see,
you.
we should have it over here for her.
Big kids, I think.
There's one there, have both on the
Oh, that's fine.
multi
Or 18 months. Perfect.
or there's like that one, if she's smaller, and that one you can just flip the baby,
That's
depending
fine.
upon what.
This, because she might
This
just.
one is colored, but these are transfers.
I think 18 months is going to be the deal.
Well, just so we're not bribing you, I guess I should charge you $10.
No, yeah, I'm paying for these. Yeah, you want that dramatic integrity. And I need to get a t-shirt too.
Yeah, hopefully I can get him to finish the script, because I just think it will run longer.
Large is the large. Oh, this is being too smooth.
So you think the fortune telling script is pretty good?
I think it's great. Well, the fun thing for me too, on a hunch, I wanted to come here just to check in, but that gives me kind of a more newsy angle because the fact that the headline that it's still safe isn't, that grabby, but it's great that there's
Yeah.
forward.
What do you call it? Another generation.
Yeah,
And who knows, digital might live on,
that's right.
right, in the absence. But if people do still like the sign, that's one way to, kind of, because the street, I mean, you actually, how many people drive by? But it's amazing how many people actually say, oh yeah, I live right there. It's really, everybody says, oh, I live on that corner, I live down there. Me too.
Just please charge me more.
No, we're good. We're still gonna go. Let's see, this is a good one.
I
I want to avoid for so long. I mean, it took me years.
I got both the two-sided ones.
And, and then it was just funny because you had to know, even just redrawing it was, from pictures was funny because, pictures online weren't that good. And, but yes, you want these presents and gift bags?
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's cool. Okay, sure. This one is for me. Okay, this is for my wife.
Yeah, this is a more fun one. And it's not, what do you call it? Just happy or just sad.
Yeah. We have 2 kids instead.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Cool.
All 3 going up, but, the 2 of them are in Southern California, one of them's up north. And so one's in Ventura, one's Claremont, in Alhambra. All right, $40.
Great, thank you. I know it's a pain to do card, but is it okay? How much do they charge you for transaction?
Goes in the bank. Let's see. I'm going in now.
So I imagine this store will probably run on Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, if you need to come back to this, or come back, I don't know which tangent is the coolest, but I like the fortune teller thing. Go ahead and wait into that. I mean, I work on these things in the middle of the night. This is kind of the stuff that's fun with having a store,
Yeah,
right? It's
sure.
not really about me. Like, I mean, that was, let's say, it's right there. And again, it's like, okay, I've worked and things like that, and I could be in a warehouse, friggin' working, never talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's what was surprising is the store pretty much gives me something to do, and then it's great to actually have some contacts that is like, that,
Yeah.
P22, and
Well, I'm friends. I lived in Highland Park forever. We lived.
see if your NFC works on this. I don't know if I programmed this one or not. Let's bring your phone up. Because I'm wondering if the new update fixed the NFC issue. Go to your home screen. But that was NFC where you tagged my phone. Did you have to open that?
No, it's just automatic.
Link. Interesting. But that's got to be NFC. So does that put in an airdrop?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take one quick look at this. Just NFC tools. Read it. See if it's working. Oh, cool. So then let's go to, let's, there's some on my program that I make them, and then I, like I say, I work on the shit in the middle of the night. And then you have enough add a record, add a URL. Let's go to half of it. So, and write it. Well, now I'll try to scan it with your phone to see if it works. Let's see, it doesn't always go.
This is my.
Yeah, sometimes, there it is, that's it. And, all right, that's fine, we try mine. And that's a iPhones, Google phones. See, a lot of times I gotta get to my home screen. And they just don't read consistently enough for me. There you go.
Hey, thanks, man. No, I really appreciate
The idea with that
it.
is it would take you to your fortune, so you'd have it in your pocket,
Oh, that's cool.
you'd scan it, you know? But a QR code seems to be more consistent,
Yeah.
you know, like, for
At
example,
least Apple finally figured that out.
well, everybody's got that one now, so then that goes to, you know, hafo, safo.
Oh, that's fine.
And the link there, but I need NFC tag on it too.
Mm.
But the damn things don't read consistently.
Oh.
And so that's the problem with that, relying on that technology as the only technology. See, that one worked.
Huh.
And so, yeah, it took me right into the designer.
Are you friends with Amy and Noe, Chicken Boys?
Chicken Boy, the sign over there?
Yeah, I borrowed it.
Oh, no, but I love it with them on shirts. Does she already have shirts?
She does.
Yeah, so that's why I haven't done
Do
that.
YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard of it. So she's having an actual store?
She has a store underneath. Yes, because that's also her studio. She's a graphic designer, so she has like a little gift area where she sells stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just on top of the building or if there was a store there or not.
Yeah, I made I'll send you, I did a little video on her a while ago, but I'll send you the video because it's a fascinating story. The stuff to get that off of the roof, working with the city, all this crazy stuff.
And it's on, you mean to get it on the roof? Or
Well, to get it off the roof, and then the permits, to get it back on her roof. It's just she did this crazy sort of legal wrangling.
Right, and that's what we were concerned about with this one, and the fact that signs can't rotate anymore and shit like that. And maybe that's why they haven't put anything in their location. Let me try to send you that text. Just to get it. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. I mean, people refer to that one as well as the other cool sign. And yes, I can't imagine dealing with the city on anything.
Yeah, right.
But that's great she was able to pull it off.
Yeah.
See, every time I try to send you a message, let's see if it works. This time. Okay, it worked that time. Now I got it.
Okay.
All right, see you,
Bill,
buddy.
thank you so much. I'll
Thank
be in
you.
touch.
Ciao. Sell some shit. I always worry it's gonna cost nowadays. You know what I mean? Just, yeah. But I wish I had had the craps table going, because I'm gonna convert it to a game. Right, like the dice will be happy percent for dice. This Genesis record keeps ending up in the dollar bin, I keep taking it from customers. No, I forget when I leave here, if I leave something out, it gets, different spot. And then, I gotta go get some food, I gotta go find the car. Figure out where I'm at, the door's closed, but I'm locked.
you.
Look,
Hi there.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.